Hi everybody, how are you today? So my house is quiet for a change. Recently it seems to always have somebody in it besides me, and it's really hard to film and have no background noise or not think think I'm talking to them when there's somebody else in the house. It's happened a couple times where I've gotten interrupted because they don't realize I'm talking to the camera. They think I'm talking to them. So anyway, I've done a few videos recently that have no talking and just some text screens. When I have a chance, like this morning when there's nobody here, I'm going to try to do a furious amount of filming. I'm going to try to film at least 2 journal pages when I'm done here. I have some appointments this afternoon, but I'm going to try to get some filming done for y'all for next week. I have some happy mail to share. So this was really great. This is from Roz Jones in Australia. I didn't know she was sending this. And Roz, I got it. I love it. More importantly, my daughter loves it. You did not know this, I'm sure. Well, maybe, I don't think I've mentioned it. My daughter loves elephants. And Roz did a sort of Rorschach blot print and found an elephant shape in there, and she doodled the elephant, and I love it. I absolutely love it, Roz. And I think it's fabulous, and it's just a little thank you note, and I appreciate it. I love sharing with all of you as much as you enjoy evidently watching me, so that's fabulous. I'm about to, well, I did hit 2,000 subscribers. I was at 2012 at this time yesterday. I'm at 2,000, what am I? Let's refresh the screen. 2028 as of right this second. And I have been thinking of a way to celebrate, and as soon as I get the hows worked out, I'll see if we can do it, if you all think it's a good idea. So I was thinking that maybe we would try to do some sort of like negative smackdown live on Ustream and save it to air here on YouTube after, or a watercolor sketch journal live, something like that. The only problem I have with that is I can never get the chat in Ustream to work for me. So I don't know why that is. I'm going to have to figure that out first, or get a techie person to help me figure out why that is, whether it's with my desktop or my iPad, or it doesn't seem to matter. The chat just does not want to seem to ever load. I don't know. I don't know if it's because my desktop is hooked up through the Wi-Fi and not a direct line. I don't know. That shouldn't make a difference, so I don't know. I have to figure that out first. But if you guys think that's something you would enjoy for an hour or two, just having a live Ustream with me and being able to ask me questions and watching me do a journal page live, let me know. My webcam has a long 6-foot cable on it, so I can, because right now we're at my like computer desk, but I can, you know, bring it over that. My room is only 10 by 10. I can bring it over that way, and you can see me at my work table. I don't know. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. I don't want to just do a giveaway where only 1 or 2 people get something. I really like the idea of giving something to all of you, so let me know if you think you would like that. What else have I been doing lately? I'm gonna go get my, see the white. I'm going to go get that taken care of this afternoon. So I've been doing a lot of sketching and practicing lately, and this is thank you to the inspiration for this, a reminder, I should say reminder to do this, is thank you to a number of people. Joanne Sharp, who is the author of The Art of Whimsical Lettering. She also was one of the teachers on Lifebook this year, 2015. If you don't have the book, it is one I recommend adding to your library of art books. And if you haven't joined Lifebook yet, it's a fun art journaling course. Go over and check it out. Check it out at Willowing. And if you just Google Lifebook 2015, it'll pop up. There's a great lineup of teachers. We've barely gotten started, and it's already been so much fun. And also, thank you to Peta Thompson at Miss Lady Petal. She started doing some of what I'm going to talk to you about and reminded me, you know, I got out of the practice of doing this. I got out of the practice of practicing. and that maybe I should do that, you know, a few minutes almost every day or almost every day when I can. And it's a great idea if you want to be a working artist and you want to improve your art. If you just want to improve your art skills and you want to get better at what you're doing because you love art, it's a great idea to practice what you preach every day. Also, thanks to Jane Davenport. I got Jane Davenport's new book, Drawing and Painting Beautiful Faces. And I started combining ideas from these two books into the practice I'm going to talk to you about. So one thing Joanne Sharp preaches about in her book and in her lesson on Life book is having a practice word book, practice lettering book, something you can use as reference later. So that's what this is. This is a kid's composition book. And I just started practicing some different kinds of my own handwriting and turning them into something more fancy and creative. And at some point when I get this filled up, it's going to be a nice reference book. I do need to label the front of it, but I did this one first. These are inexpensive, and I did glue 2 pages together and then put some washi tape on the end to kind of, give it some more durability. And I covered the outside with some of my drop papers. And I did that, and I started working with her book, like I said, The Art of Whimsical Lettering, which I do recommend that you buy. I have another book by, and unfortunately this last year we lost this artist, Lisa Engelbright, fabulous artist in her own right, and I have this book of hers in my library, Modern Mark Making, which I also love. I have used it in the past as a reference book. I keep it for reference, and combining these 2 books and creating some sort of my own unique word art style out of these inspiration from these 2 books and writing it down and creating it in here and using that for reference is a fabulous idea. So that's one thing I'm working on. And then every other day when I'm not every day I'm going to work on either the lettering or this other one. So every day. Yesterday I did a lot of drawing in this one. So tonight's probably going to be this book. So then I got, from doing that, I got the idea, I should do a sketch one. I do lots of sketching practice, or at least I have in the past. It usually ends up being part of my art journal for that year. But I thought, why don't I just start doing a book like the lettering one that could be later used as reference. I could just do rough sketches. It could be done in a composition book. I don't care about the lines on the paper. This is a reference book. If I do end up creating something really cute, well, I'm a mixed media artist and collage journaler, and I would have no problem making a color copy with lines and all and using that in my art journal. I don't have a problem with that. The lines don't bug me. If I really like it and want to reproduce it on a nicer, larger format, then I'll just reproduce it or redraw it on watercolor paper. But this is going to be a nice reference book for me. So I started working with Jane's book, Jane Davenport's new book, Beautiful Faces, Drawing and Painting Beautiful Faces. If you don't have this book, I do recommend it. And I started creating my own, what's going to be my own, I'll show you some pages, sketch reference book. So here's lips and noses and ears. I have to work on my ears. They're not that great. I'm out of practice. Here's one of just eyeballs and a face. I was playing with goofy colors with my pencils. And, as I practiced and I got better and I limited my color palette, because I really am, especially when I'm working with pencils, I really like a limited color palette. So I started doing these. These I really, really like. And these are some of the ones I could see color copying and using them in my art journals. So I've gotten pretty, I'm getting there. I've done quite a few pages yesterday. I spent a lot of time working in this. And so I'm going to continue on with Jane's book in this composition book. And then when I'm done with her book, if I have any room in that composition book, I'm going to revisit a book that I've done lessons from before that I really like. And I'm going to continue on, and I'll probably end up with 2 or 3 figure/face drawing reference books. This one is by Emily Ball, called Drawing and Painting People, A Fresh Approach. And this one, she uses a lot of charcoal and pastels in here. And this one is a really fun book where she does, let me see if I can find a picture that's not going to get me kicked off of YouTube. There's a lot of nudes in here. So this is a really fun book where you learn more about expressive drawing. And I want to practice more of that. I've practiced it in the past, but like I said, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? That's true with everything, including drawing. So I got to keep in practice. And then 2 books that I have in my library that I haven't really cracked very much, but I did buy them because I want to work with them, is called by Burne Hogarth, Burnehogarth. He has 2 really great books that I bought, Drawing the Human Head and Dynamic Anatomy. Now, these are 2 like art school style textbooks, and they're about realistic drawing, life drawing, and as you all know, that's not my favorite style of drawing. That doesn't mean I shouldn't learn it, and I shouldn't know more about it, and I shouldn't practice it. I do know some, but it doesn't hurt to practice, and you never know everything. Learn, learn, learn. If you want to be better, keep learning. So I really admire his style of realistic life drawing. He has a really great style, and his books are really easy to follow, and the instructions are really great. I love this one with drawing kids. So these are definitely books that I would recommend you add to your library and practice. And I think this is a great idea to create yourself. Just get an inexpensive composition book. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be watercolor paper. Get yourself some pencils. Now, one thing in Jane's book, she doesn't advocate using graphite, regular graphite and an eraser because then you can erase it. So she really advocates, she tells her students to put it down and use a colored pencil because you can't erase it. And you know what? And working with your mistakes. And I think that's a fabulous idea. And I would definitely recommend that too. When I do charcoal in here, and I probably will at some point do charcoal or smudgy graphite in here, I will not be doing too much erasing, and I will still be spraying this with a fixative. So, graphite or smudgy graphite or charcoal is going to just smear all over the place. And if I want to use this as a reference book, then I'm going to have to spray it with a fixative when I'm done. But that's okay. I can do that. And these are so cheap that, if I fill this one up with just the one book, then I can start a new one for the new book. These are $1 or less. They're cheap. What else? I'm having trouble keeping up with my to-do list that I made myself. It might have been too ambitious. I'm working on it. I haven't managed to update my blog, I don't think at all, for the new year. Maybe I did once. I don't remember now, but I got to work on that. The last couple of years have been really stressful for me, as y'all know. And December's never my favorite month. There's always a lot going on, and yeah, so there's always a lot going on, and I don't like being overstressed and overtaxed, and I also love Christmas cake. So it's back on the diet bandwagon because I think I gained 20 pounds over Christmas. So I got to work on that. I'm trying to at least get 5,000 steps in a day, 10 if I can. I've managed to get 4,000 or 5,000 in for a couple days in a row, so I'm going to keep working on that, and I'm going to have some more coffee and try to get a couple of art journal pages done before I have to leave to go to my appointments to get my hair done and stuff. I have 3 journal pages I want to do today, so I'll see if I can get them all done. I think that's it for right now. So you guys go out and, you know what, do some drawing practice. Create some reference books for yourself. There is a couple of really great drawing YouTube channels here on YouTube. One of them is Life Drawing, if you're interested in doing that, and Peta Thompson told me about the channel. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but I do trust her, and what I have seen is impressive, and I think it's good, and it's free. And you probably, if you can't afford to buy these books, I bet you can get all of these or some of these at the library. Go check out the library and get them for free. And then you could just take pictures of or scan the pages that you want to keep for reference, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of against copyright. Maybe I ought not to do that. Don't listen to me. But you could check these out for free from the library if they have that. They may not have this one yet because it's new, but they may have the Emily Ball book, or they may have one of the Burne Hogarth books. And they may have other books. Check them out and see what they have. If you're on a limited income, don't forget about using the library for your reference books. And then saving up for when you can't afford to buy some of these books you want to add. Maybe ask for them for your birthday. Ask for Amazon gift cards and things. and that way you can get what you need. That's it for right now. Don't forget to go out and have a great day. Do something nice for yourself because you deserve it, and I'll see you later.